Hey there, everybody. A little update today on some of the Fireball XL5 models I've been working on. But to start off our video, I wanted to go over some of the things in my collection. Let me see if I can get zoomed in here. There we go. Back in the 1960s, Italian company called Corsetti, I believe it's pronounced, released this toy, and it was a launchable toy with a little rubber band launch, and it would go up in the air, and a little parachute would come out, and then a Steve Zodiac would supposedly pop out. Well, it was just a green army guy. And that was hilarious that it wasn't even Steve Zodiac. In the late 80s, early 90s, a company called Comet Miniatures in the UK released this mixed metal model. I've never worked with metal stuff, and it was kind of difficult to get together, and you can tell that the decals are old. So this one's been around for quite a while. It's one of my first kits to build. Not too long ago, I found this Konami toy version of it. But in the many, many moves, I had lost one of the fins. But thanks to the 3D models that I'm going to be talking about here in a second, I was able to print a new one, and I'm going to get that painted up and all taken care of. And the nicest model I have so far is this one from Monsters in Motion, again in the UK. 16 inches long, comes with the launch rail and everything. A beautiful model, but I haven't had the time in the past 10 years to paint the thing because, once again, I've never had a full-time model table where I could actually do stuff. And now that I've finally kind of settled down, I've got that. I'm going to get that painted and done. But what I'm going to talk about today are the 3D files I found over on Gambody to build an XL5. This kit will be 24 inches long. That one's 16, so it's going to be quite a bit bigger. And it comes with a variety of parts broken up, and the designer did an excellent job. Everything fits together, very clean, not a lot of work to do on it. And it makes it very nice. He broke it up so it fits on a standard 3D printer. I have a Creality CR6 SE here. It goes pretty tall, but it's a standard base and all that. The PLA doesn't normally sit there. It sits on the side. I moved it so I can do a little filming here today. But my little tip is I use hairspray to get things to stick to my bed there. So anyway, I've printed out a bunch of parts already, and they're just great to work with. Everything fits. Let me see if I can kind of show you here real quick how the engine part just snaps right in there, and very little fussing, very little cleaning I had to do on this to get this ready. I'm used to garage kits from like Lunar Models back in the 90s where you had to spend hours and hours, if not days, cleaning up the parts to get them to fit. But another one I found, and I'll have to find a source, is the interior of the Fireball Junior. That's that little teeny tiny thing at the very beginning of the model there, of the XL5. And he's got the interior. And the seats don't look quite in scale, but I'm going to mess around with that. But that's going to make its own separate diorama. In talking about Fireball Junior, I'll show you I'm printing two versions of this Gambody kit, and this one's going to be a standalone, so you can see the back of where it attaches to the XL5 and the interior and all that. And this will be a standalone, and then this one I printed, which will actually just glue to the kit itself because it's not going to come off. So you won't see that section. But again, you can kind of, let me see if I can get in there with the lighting. See the back wall, zoom in there. Yeah, printed out. The interior of the cockpit's printed up. A lot of detail. And again, not a whole lot of cleaning on my part to do on this. So I'll get that ready to go. The fun little thing is this fin I've been having to print like several times now. The first time it ran out of PLA at the last little bit there, and then the next time I printed it, one of my son's cats came up and knocked it off the printer like that, and the PLA just piled up on there. So I keep this as a reminder to shut the door when I'm done at the night, so it just keeps on printing. I have two more sections like this to print. They take about 36 hours each to print. And of course, another fin, which takes another 12 hours. So I've got about 5 days worth of printing here, 4 to 5 days of printing. And then I'll be able to start painting and prepping it and getting it all ready. So that's what I've been up to. And I just wanted to give you an update on my Fireball XL5 stuff. All right, see you later.